Hey guys, we've gathered here at this fireplace to tell you what is Awaken the Time, because I get that question a lot. And I will start playing and explaining you while I'm playing. So, Awaken the Time, it's a third-person game that is also a time travel game and a lot more. In the first part, as you can see here, you start as a swordman. We changed a lot about the level design. And now the character is also focused. There is a friend of mine that is also helping me with this level design with some suggestions, because why not? I'm not very good at adding details to a level. Hello. So, Awaken the Time. Like I told you before, it's a third-person game. You start as this samurai that can use multiple spells and swords, and also can use a bow. I will show you the bow. This is the healing spell. You won't be able to use this in the beginning, only after a while. I'm trying to show, this is the part that I work most. Adding some stuff, changing here a lot of stuff. You have to be very precise with the bow in order to hit him, even if you target him. You can dodge a lot in this part. After all, after you finish making this, after you finish completing this part, you will enter in a different area. In that area, it will be like a small cinematic. Maybe if you ask, I will change that into a mini game or something like that. Here is another monster waiting for us. I will kill him like this. This is a spell that you will learn later in the game, of course, and I will show you other spells too. Let's finish this guy off because he can kill us in just like that. 2 hits. My low, as you can see, the HP is not full, so I'm not risking anything. I switch to my other spell. This is my other spell. For some reason, it's not affecting him. Hello. Hello, guy. What did you do? Oh, he's ugly. Managed to escape. It's not a problem. I will kill this guy off. This will be very challenging, believe me. You see that now I kill him very easily, but this won't be the case in the future update. I polished the floor, as you can see. I took a mop and I polished it very clean, very well. Now it's shiny. I will do the same for the walls. So this is the other sword. and you have different techniques with it based on what you press. So you see, I took the key. You don't have to press anything here, you just take the key. And we're moving out of here. Of course, I won't show you how to pass the level or something like that. I will also tell you that in this part, it's like a third-person fighting, magic, archery, everything is here, as in medieval fantasy type of fighting styles. I will add different weapons in the future. For now, it's only these two swords, this huge sword and the other one. Let's finish this guy off before he calls for reinforcements. Of course. You cannot block this guy's attack, but you will be able to block the other ones that we fought in the beginning. Let's see what's here. For now, nothing. It's very good. Let's finish the next enemy with the bow if we are able to find one. I will move that writing in the middle of the screen.
Sorry, sir.
Because I saw there are a lot of people skipping it for some reason.
Now, there is
Let's heal ourselves.
that will keep you energy. That means you will be able to run forever and also heal you slowly. True meditation will heal much faster.
As you progress through the game, or you will have more experience, you will see that it will be much easier
I'll go
to
to see if I can find something out there.
kill the enemies. Let's use this shiny sword. Wonderful effects. So, this is the first act of the game. The second act, like I told you, for now it's cinematic. It explains a little bit and makes it more interesting. It's more. I focused on making more story-based game experience. In the next part, you will see that there are a totally different. It's like a totally different game. That's because you time travel. When you time travel, you don't fight as a swordman. You fight as a different character, with different weapons corresponding to that time era. You will see in the third act. I will show you in this live stream a bit of that act where the main character is it's another guy, and you will see why it's another guy, because I will also show you the small cinematic and explain to you why it's more games in one game, because I saw that this is very confusing for most of the people. You see here some lag spikes because I have to optimize the game even more. The game is not optimized for now properly, like it should be. It can work on high-end consoles like PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, but I didn't port it for now because they didn't approve the game, because they said they don't accept games in early access like mine. So it's okay, it will be available in in future on the consoles, and also on Nintendo Switch. Sorry, it will be available there too. But I'm trying to make the game to work even in lower end PCs, and also to work on Xbox 360, in PlayStation 3 or something like that. I'm not familiar with all the consoles because mostly I played the games on PC. These guys, as you see here, if I keep them staggered, they won't be able to attack. For now, for some reason, this guy is not reacting to my attacks, but I will check that too. It's because I'm the only guy working on this. Mechanics, everything here, as you can see, everything in this game is made by me. Of course, I use some props because it's impossible to achieve such quality without any assets. You see that guy died over there. He died because there are traps in this level. A lot of traps. I reached the second checkpoint, but ignore that. That will be... I will delete that. It is not... It won't be in the update. I will make a save system that you will... I'm trying to also not to die while I'm talking. So I reached like 20% of the game for now. I mean this part of the game, of course. That means the whole game. After you finish this part, think of it like you finished 30% of the game. This part it was pretty easy. I will try to use more attacks because and I will make these guys react like they supposed to, because they have shields. They are not quite using their shields. Like for example how I'm using here. I will also add a bash attack with the shield or something like that. Those guys are getting damaged by the traps. As you see here, there is a trap. Try not to run into them. Most mazes you can finish by holding, sticking to a side, and I think he will die by now. We will try to not to get killed by this, because also we don't get staggered. We just take damage for now. So I was referring to the Act 3. The Act 3 is in a post-apocalyptic environment. It is a third-person shooter-like game. Ignore those two. It's like a third-person shooter game, but because people ask me why it's different, because in a post-apocalyptic environment you won't fight as a swordman like this with the bows and magic. And because we time travel too further into the future, that what? Oh, I almost got myself. You will use guns corresponding to that area and time. Phew. As you expect in a maze, it won't be easy to finish the maze. So, reaching the post-apocalyptic, I keep losing track of what I'm talking about. You get there, you use guns, and you are a totally different character. Why? Because after you finish this part, I will spoil this because, like I told you, I have big plans in the far future. You wake up. You actually wake up. Like it's everything here was a dream. I reached the third checkpoint. You wake up as everything is a dream, and you're a normal person in a normal house. You go down to the stairs, and there you see you will see the normal house. In the kitchen, the main character that is waking up from this dream, which is a different character. I will repeat this a million times because I don't know why this is confusing. Maybe, you know, you had dreams. In dreams you can be different persons. So here you're a different person, in the next act you're a different person because you wake up. You wake up from that dream, from this dream, and you listen to the radio at one point. You will hear music, and this the radio news person, I don't know how to call him, he will tell you about the virus outbreak. After I made this decision, that was very, very strange because the corona outbreak started, so it was a huge coincidence. So, back to the guy. You find out that you're in this... Here I have to be very, very careful not to die. So the guy is listening to radio and he hears about this virus outbreak. Of course it's not corona, it's the zombie virus, let's call it like that, okay? I didn't name it yet, but it's okay, the zombie virus. I had some problems with these characters, but I fixed it. As you can see, they give me a lot of damage now. Even the guy from my back. So, you listen to this, and after he tells about to stay indoors and blah blah blah, stuff like that, like now you're used to it because you know, stay indoors, don't go out, don't spend time with a lot of people, not to get infected and stuff like that. So the radio guy says the same thing, and he goes to garage, and in the garage he sees this flying thing that you're seeing in this act, and he's amazed because why is that guy in his real life? And he tells him that they don't have much time. They switch to the other sword and because it's dealing more damage. He says what is he doing there, why is he there, blah blah blah, stuff like that. And he says that they don't have much time, they have to travel fast, and at the end they hear a zombie noise, and he teleports the player into the future. But when you find yourself into the future, everything is destroyed. No, blah blah blah. Post-apocalyptic environment, like I told you before. So in this environment, I don't want to die here. I don't want to restart everything all over again. It's like I told you, this checkpoint system doesn't work. Now we unlock the final spell. I'm going to use it because it's the only thing that will kill the next monsters. And I also need to you see the flying orb that I was talking about from the garage and also from this level. He explains here that you have to use the new spell because other types of attacks won't affect these creatures, these spirits, monsters, thingies. So back to the post-apocalyptic environment. Oh my god. In that part of the game, he's a totally different character. Why? You will find out in only when you're going to finish the game. Why is different character? And everything will make sense. And also the flying orb, you will see for each character it will have different colors. Like here it's greenish, turquoise-ish kind of color. In the second act it's a blue color. In the third act it's like a yellowish color, something like that. And in the last part he will be a totally different creature. Okay, so we got that out of the way. He's telling him that he will have to go into a place and find out what's happening, why is everything messed up, and why is he in a post-apocalyptic environment. But of course, at that point the character will know that that's AI, not a flying orb. It won't be called like that. Tries to go to a place, a lot of things happen. Mostly the guy is killing zombies with different type of weapons. I added a lot of weapons, you will see, and also I will have a surprise for you. I completely changed the map. Now I'm remaking the map to look even better than before because it was not very well made.
Sir, what did open a secret passage through the
See
library.
this flying?
But be careful,
This
there
flying
is
all over
a
the
deadly
place. This
storm
guy
in
is
there that I couldn't get close to.
the
it.
one that will
I suggest you run through that passage.
throw you into the future.
I found a place underground and I will go to see if there is a way out.
And he's going now. Okay, these book stands tell the true story about the main character of this game. Every character is actually the same character. So don't worry, the confusion will end at the end of the game. To an extent. So you do everything what the guy says to you. See, they die very easily, but if I pick up my sword, they won't die, believe me. They will get staggered, but you won't do any damage to them. Okay. Okay, this is the secret passage, but for some reason this character can't fit here. I will make him fit, don't worry. You will have to go through this part, okay? Now here there is a, you see this ghost thingy that came out of the wall. You will see her in a future part. But don't stop to her, she will kill you only by touching. You managed to... I turned up too late, but she went through the wall, believe me. From the library we got this key, and here mostly I suggest you run because there are plenty of enemies. Okay. Now back to the story. You're trying most of the things what the AI will tell you to do. You will get to a point in the map that you will see will tell you that it's what happened now because I heard the door movement. It didn't open, okay. For some reason it's making this noise. I have to check. I'm doing these runs because mostly I'm doing bug fixing. Now, don't worry about the characters that were following us. They cannot fit through the door, so that's not a big problem. I eventually made that. Let's see. Hello. You see, in this situation we have two types of enemies. One is these guys, but you can kill them while you're staggering this one, and now he died for some reason with the sword. I have to check this sword again. Okay. do everything that the AI is doing. Okay, in the next part. And hopefully you want to go back home to your life, to your family, and your normal life before all the virus outbreak and stuff like that. But the AI is making, is making a mistake. And instead of throwing you back into the past where your normal life was, but like I told you, think character from the third act is not the same from the second act. They share the same memories, but they are not the same character. So it goes to I'm taking out the stuff. Now everybody's saw. This is just great. And they are very smart. As you can see, they are not going around by mistakes. It's very smart. Okay, let's go around this. Hello. Let's kill them. It's a bomb. See, this spell is rising them up. Let's go. Oh my god. I keep forgetting about this. So Dia is making a mistake. He will throw him into the future. Further into the future. So, and here you are on the beach. As a woman for in that part you can in that part you can go wherever you want. Here we have to be very, very careful. There are new enemies.
Sir, don't leave the garden unless you find the key. Somehow we're connected. Sir, I'll unlock myself from this spell, and I'll get to you as fast as I can.
God. Concentrating on the here there are a lot of enemies. The guardian is not here, and for some reason they cannot fly. Oh my god, this is a big advantage for us. You won't be able to. Now you can go in that map, you can go wherever you want. Let's see how we will throw these guys in. But there will be a bunker. This sword does more damage, but it's not very useful. You will have, you can go wherever you want, because I made it like an open world game. Let's see. Okay, goodbye. See you later. I made it so you can go wherever, but the most important part is the bunker, and you will at some, if you want, you will go into that bunker. Oh my god. And oh my god. In that bunker you will find the suit. And okay, that trap doesn't affect them. That's very, very nice. Oh my god. In that bunker you find the suit, special kind of suit. The pinkish futuristic one, if you follow my Twitter or our posts. Check. Okay. Try to heal probably something. Oh. They are not able to jump now, so that's a big advantage for us. As soon as you go to this suit, you will automatically get the suit. And you find out that you can jump higher in the beginning. be very careful because these guys, if I don't kill them fast, they will kill me. Fast, believe me. Okay. So you get this suit and somebody will start talking to you. That somebody is that ghost you saw that went through the wall and tried to kill us here. They actually tried to communicate with us, but you will find out only when you reach that point. Because everything is connected here. And she will tell you that she needs help and she will ask for you to free it. But the problem will be that you wait for the runner. I think they are checking some of them some. Oh my god. And she will tell you about some upgrades. Those upgrades will give your suit and you of course the ability to time travel.
The maze is
Not
shifting,
like you do.
and this is the escape from this nightmare. If you
See,
read
he
all
says
the
that
books from
this is
book
the escape
stands,
from this nightmare.
you learn a fragment of your true self. I will travel with you, but I can't get in the next room because I'm not completely free from the spell.
Okay. So here goes. Here is I survived the great fight, blah blah blah, with the chosen. The chosen one here is the main character from the MMORPG that I wanted to make. That me, if that would have been made, think of that the chosen one is you from the other. That guy is trying to kill us now. Where we started to die one by one, blah blah blah. He is talking about 22 different other entities like himself, because the main character is an entity actually. And he is talking about end of times where there is no space, there is nothing there. He created a small space for himself with the portion of his existence, as you can see here in the text. Now I can just travel in my past lives. So here is everything you need to know in this book stand. So the main character is actually traveling in his past lives. This being one of his past lives. Oh, back to the story. In the next part, that you are able to use time manipulation devices, let's call them devices, the upgrades for the suit. You will be able to stop time, to reverse time, to move faster, to become invisible, and other type of spells like that. With these abilities, let's call them abilities, not spells. Sorry. With these spells, you will go into a mountain where is a secret base. You will see there that the zombie incident wasn't very good, and most of the, let's call them employees of that base, are robots, and you will use your abilities on them and to avoid them not to see you, because if they see you, the game is over. They will kill the hostage no matter what. You go to her. I won't spoil you that part. In that part you will trying to avoid this box. In the after that you will see who the main character is, and you will see all the other characters and why he travels to all these time periods. So that's mainly Awaken the Time. It starts as this character. You saw me using some of the spells. Maybe I will add some RPG elements, like adding you
What?
see here, he wakes
What a
from the
dream.
dream.
I'm going to make myself a green tea.
Sorry, I'm not a very good voice actor, so yeah. And here is the news that I was talking you about.
We interrupt this podcast to bring you important news. There is a virus outbreak and it's important to stay indoors. Get out only for your basic needs.
Enough.
Wait, what?
Sir, we have to get out of here.
You were in my dream. What time?
Let's go!
You see? He asked him what is he, but the zombies are coming and they are dying. This is the AI that I was talking about, and of course I have to make the connection between these two. Ignore that for now. I will show you this was the previous level that it's mostly destroyed. So in the end everything will be connected. Like you saw, he wakes up from a dream, so we don't use magic and bows and swords. If there will be a virus outbreak like the zombie virus or something like that, we won't use like you saw in the previous act. So I was thinking like that, and I came to a conclusion that it's better to use a modern weapon, so I add them to the game. You see, but with this part of the game, it was I don't know why my face is changing, but it's okay. I managed to fix the live stream, but now my I have to change the colors of this camera. As you can see, there is a part of the game here. It's too much. Okay, so I made this entire map smaller, much more pleasing to look at. Here is the factory area. For now, it's not important. And also, this is too much. Okay, it's too much. It's not okay. So I'm going to show you the map that I was working on. Let's see here. I didn't pre-open everything here because I know it takes time to load, but if I would open all the maps and just switch between them, my live stream would have lagged like there's no tomorrow. So in this area, being in the post-apocalypse, waking up from the magical dream and wentting into a post-apocalyptic environment, he will be just a normal guy surviving through a zombie apocalypse or badass survival. Yeah. I will show you what I'm working on now. This map will be finished by the end of next week. I will make an update with this. This is what I'm working on, and the character will wake up here. Of course, there is some lag because why not? Let's make myself smaller. I shrink at will. So this is the next part, which I made it a bit more interesting and more pleasing to look at. Here will be the factory area and the entrance that you saw to the tunnel. I will add it here. So here will be the main entrance of the tunnel. I like these trees a lot. These are here big for testing purposes. Oh my god, that's a tongue twist. And this is the houses. I didn't put anything inside here. There will be stuff here, but for now they are like this. Okay, let's talk here because it's more cozy. I hope I made my game more clear why it's a third-person shooter in this area and why it's a magical fantasy fighting totally different in the other area, because different worlds or something like that, and that's a dream and this is reality. But you will see the actual there will be also a connection here, not just the flying orb, but in this environment you will re-enter the maze, but not, it won't be as huge. It will be more rubble and more destroyed. And you will recognize the maze, believe me. It will be the beginning of the maze, and there will be a lot of, like, they discovered the maze through archaeology, but they didn't manage to finish it because the virus outbreak. So you will see and you will understand the small side stories that I'm planning to add to the main one. Let me show you the last map. Let's go into the last map. This is the Volcano Island. This one. Where you are the fourth character. Here there won't be any sense why in the post-apocalyptic environment there is a character and he won't wake up again, and this is not that movie. He won't wake up and you will see a different character again. I'm trying to keep it original, not to use the same stuff over and over again. So this is the other map, the bunker that I was talking you about. Here actually we can play a little bit, it's playable. You see, you will be here. Let's make it big and nice. Here you will be here, not knowing why are you here. But I make this to be obvious, you know. Everything is destroyed, so there is no point in going there. But there is a bunker here, and makes sense to go inside and see what's in the bunker. But of course, let's not go into the bunker. We will go later. I will show you that you can go wherever you want on this map. Here nobody will talk to you, nobody knows about your existence and stuff like that. You see, there is a huge coastline here. And mostly there is this forest, and of course it's nice, but there's not much here. But I'm going very fast into a direction. I will show you where. She is running like there's no tomorrow. Okay. Of course there is no water animations, swimming animations and stuff like that for now. Maybe I will add them into the future. I'm not sure. Okay. So we reached to this point. This is similar to my country, these mountains. Everything is plain and all of a sudden, poof, huge mountains like this. You see this maze? This maze is the maze that I almost died with the green guys. If you remember, with the traps that was spinning. This is the maze. Let's go out before I get lost. Of course this won't be very hard because you can jump over the wall in some areas, and also here you can just go over it. But this is the maze that you saw in the first act, so the dream wasn't actually a dream. Or the character maybe is connecting everything, like from the dream into different time realities. Okay, so now I'm trying to go back. Okay, there is no problem. We can end it and restart it. It will restart. It will restart from where we are instead of where it should restart. So let's go there. And also there are some places here that you can visit, but the main part is this entrance, actually, with this entrance, that it is hard, this reversed camera. Okay, so you're going here, like I told you. Nothing's weird on this map. Like this is like a relief place. Let's call it a relief place. After the zombie map, this is like a relaxing map. And you will see that there, trying to jump, but she's not jumping for some reason. Okay, wire. Okay, now she's jumping. Oh, because I switched it. Okay, forget about that. And in the instant you wanted to see what's there, the game will freeze instead of opening the next level. And I'm falling into the water. Very good. Let's open that level because it's easier like that. But even here, when you reach the part, there will be a very confusing part. I hope most of you will get it by this point, knowing most of the story. But I think I made it pretty intuitive. So this is the level that I was talking about. Yeah, and you'll see everything is much brighter because you have the suit, you can see brighter. Okay. And things changed a little bit. I fixed this map in my first live stream. And this is it will end like this because I have much to work on this map as well. This map will be pretty much the same map. Let's go there fast. So it's pretty much the same thing, but as you can see, the rocks are not here anymore, so a lot of time passed. And you will see some differences. The forests are changed. There is a bridge here now, and small things like that. But I will go into the maze to show you one of those power-ups. You see, maybe I will change them, I'm not sure yet. I'm looking for suggestions. They are looking like this. Let's make this bigger. And like this. And this is the power-ups. And you will be able to use a lot of powers. And by reaching this point, you will try to avoid these cameras and the enemies, and you will start going in there. and the rest I will continue to show you in the next live stream. Hopefully it will work like this, because previous two were, I don't know what happened, but they were lagging, and at some point I typed this command like to show you the frames per second. Now of course here there is not much. No, okay, it is different, but believe me, while you play it, you see 70, 40, mostly 70 frames per second, up to 80, and while you will play in the final build without the stream and every setup that I have here, it will run perfectly. Okay, let's see if, no, I didn't do it. Okay, you see she can jump very high. She even hits her head up there. So I will show you the other things in the next live streams. She kinda merged with the suit. Okay. So if you have any questions and you want to know more, leave comments below, or you can follow us on Twitter, on Facebook. You can write to us wherever you want. I will answer them. If not me, then my wife, who's helping me with the social media, will definitely inform me of you, because mostly I'm here. So see you in the next live stream, and if you liked it, like it, and if you didn't like it, it's okay. Nobody likes taste or difference, so you can dislike it, it's no problem. Oh, see you in the